Today's video is sponsored by Make Texas Carry again. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Hello, this is Justice Baxter Man. Welcome back to God, Guns, Gaming, and GOP. The Second Amendment states, and I quote, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Taken as broadly as possible, this would mean that no one can prevent anyone from owning and carrying any type of weapon. I do not take it this way, but even its most lenient interpretation is far freer than how it is implemented today. In order to understand the Second Amendment, we must first define three key terms: the people, arms, and infringe. The strictest definition of the people that I'm willing to consider is law-abiding adult citizens. The strictest definition of arms I'm willing to consider is handheld/infantry weapons. This would include knives, swords, clubs, handguns, rifles, shotguns, and potentially hand grenades, save they aren't actually handheld while being deployed. The strictest definition of... I keep saying strictic. It's strictest. The strictest definition of infringe I'm willing to consider is impede. Infringement by definition is literally just cutting around the edges or fringes. It's not banning or eliminating, or it's reducing, impeding, or limiting. That all being said, I'm going to outline my own recommendations for fixing our nation's gun laws. I'll be addressing my opinions on the people, the others, and the difference. First of all, the people, the adult citizens. For the purpose of this video, I'll be distinguishing between citizens and felons. So by citizens, I mean specifically law-abiding citizens. I propose the people, citizens above the age of 18, be allowed to own, carry, and use responsibly all the aforementioned weapons, including hand grenades, and yes, fully automatic machine guns. No license should be necessary for any infantry-grade weapon. The cutoff would be heavy artillery such as howitzers and modern cannons. Old-fashioned black powder cannons and such, of course, would be unregulated as they are today. Bombs, mines, and any explosives significantly more destructive than hand grenades would also be licensed, if not, as in the obvious cases of nuclear bombs, outright banned for civilian use. These guidelines would follow down through federal, state, local, and municipal governments, as the Second Amendment is unique in its ambiguity as to who it forbids infringing upon it. Now to the others. Again, the others. This includes felons, aliens, and minors. Aliens here refers to anyone legally living or visiting the nation who is not a citizen. Felons are anyone convicted of a felony who has served his or her time. This would not include murderers, rapists, or predators, as I believe in mandatory life sentence with a minimum of 50 years without the possibility of parole for murderers, a mandatory death sentence for rapists, and life without parole, if not death, for predators. As it stands today, minors are allowed in most states to own and carry knives with blades not exceeding 5.5 inches in length. I guess the idea is that if some creep tries to give you 6 inches, you can give him 5.5 back. I'm sorry, but honestly, it's true. I'm not sure on all the intricacies as they stand today when it comes to minors, felons, and aliens, but that won't stop me from making my own proposition. I propose the others, again, capital T, capital O, be allowed to buy, own, and carry knives and swords of any length, as well as clubs and such like. All these guidelines would go, again, for federal, state, local, and municipal governments. Now on to the difference. By the difference, I'm referring to the pathway for all the others, again, capital T, capital O, the others, to be included in the people. For minors, it's fairly obvious, simply turn 18. For felons, I would propose a pathway to citizenship mirroring that provided for immigrants, which I would also like to establish. Neither immigrants nor felons would have ordinary ID, but their ID, either from their home country or federal or state issued ID, denoting them as they are. I favor putting felons on a pathway to full citizenship, which they are not currently offered, again mirroring that provided to immigrants. I favor offering both a 7-year trial period in the United States, whereafter, if they exhibit good behavior as befitting an American citizen, they may attain to the ultimate goal and regain or earn their full-fledged American citizenship. Obviously, there would be more detail and nuance to the issue, but I have neither the complete in-depth knowledge on that nor the time to explain it in this video. Anyways, that all being said, I think my plan, if implemented, would serve to uphold the Second Amendment as it was written, and also provide some more common sense rights to those who are not perhaps expressly represented therein. Before I end this video, though, I want to say thanks once again to our sponsor, Make Texas Carry Again. The MTCA is a gun rights organization founded by yours truly to encourage Texans to take advantage of their Second Amendment rights. For just $1 a month, you can not only be entitled to financial aid if faced with legal trouble for using your Second Amendment rights, but you can also rest assured knowing you're given to a good cause, as we donate 13% of our earnings to veteran law enforcement groups and charities. So head over to MakeTexasCarryAgain.org or find us on Patreon to join the MTCA today. There should be links to both of those in the description below, unless I forget to put them there. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.